The on-course warm-up. We're going to start from the fingers and wrists, pressing the fingertips and palms tightly in, holding for 5 to 10 seconds, trying to press each of the individual fingertips into each other. That isometric contraction will actually really help get things warmed up at the wrist. Flip those over and back, repeating the prayer and reverse prayer sign. Then you can go elbow straight, wrist extended on both sides, holding for a few seconds, repeating. Wrist flexion with elbow extended. And working on pronation and supination, we'll grab the club, hold firmly, rotate all the way one direction, and then repeat all the way in the other direction. And holding just a few seconds at the end range of each. Make sure you really grab that club firmly and keep the elbow straight. Next up, we're going to use the club to open the shoulders up. Just start with a half pass through, as wide as you can on that iron, reaching up as far as you can and repeating. And we can go off to each side, letting the opposite side bend as we really extend that shoulder as far as it'll go. Do sort of a deadlift raise here. A stiff-legged snatch is actually what it's called, but this muscle snatch, basically we're just trying to dip down, hip hinge, and reach up as far as possible. Nice full body warm up there. And if you're able to, an overhead squat. That'll really get things moving. If you're not able to do that, just do regular air squats. We'll go right into what are called founders from foundation training. It's a bit of a half squat with a club raise, firing that posterior chain. Right into some lunges. So we're going to work on hip circles here at the bottom, really opening up the hip. And then we can throw in a little world's greatest stretch as well by rotating, reaching as far right and then up toward the ceiling as far as possible. And obviously repeat that on both sides. Spend some time down here. I'm showing all these very quickly, but you can repeat each of these 5 to 10 second holds. Repeat 5 to 10 times until you feel loose. Don't forget the neck. The neck actually needs to rotate freely. So do some neck rolls in each direction until that feels loosened up. Go into more golf-specific motion here, separating torso rotation from pelvic rotation, and then pelvic rotation, keeping the top torso still. And then pelvic tilt in both directions, making sure that's pain-free and loose. Lastly, grab a club and you're ready to hit some balls.